Hello and welcome back to Tutorial Land. Today we are going to build an automatic potion brewer. Right in here in this chest is everything we are going to need. I'm just going to pause for a second so you can look that over. Let's go ahead and grab out all of our materials and start building. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is start with our chest. Now we're just going to start just above the ground, or you can dig into the ground for some of your redstone. That is entirely up to you. Then we're going to stick a hopper on each side, all facing towards the front, and these two on the side facing into the chest. Next, we're going to put our brewing stands here on top. Hoppers facing down into those. And then out the back. Alright, so then we're going to run our hoppers this way. There'll be 5 of those. And 5. And then our hoppers running this way. There'll be 4 coming back this way. And then 3 this way. On top of those, we're going to put our white pane of glass. That can be any color, doesn't matter. And we're going to stick our dispenser facing this direction. And you can go and fill that with your glass bottles. Now you want to make sure that each spot has at least 1 bottle in it. That way when it goes to dispense, it doesn't try to suck the water bottle back into it. Okay. We're going to put slabs on top. That's just so that the water bottles stay inside the area that we need them to. And put our water bucket right there. Alright, so to get this dispenser to pop out the water bottles, we're going to take a comparator output from this hopper right here. Run the signal around. Redstone repeater there. And this is where our sticky piston goes. Okay, so this is for our observer clock. So we need one facing in each direction. I'm going to go ahead and stick that up there so that it doesn't continue to click during the rest of the video here. And that is all that set up. So the next thing we need to do is set up the redstone for the bottom. So we need to have our building blocks here. Redstone torches across. That's off one. So these redstone torches go underneath each one of these hoppers. And then on the top hoppers, they will go next to them. And that's just so that we don't power both of these sets of hoppers with this set of redstone torches. Alright, so now we need to be able to depower them. So we're going to get out our redstone repeaters. Put those on max delay. Redstone dust behind them. And a piece of redstone dust there. And bring this all the way out to the front. Okay, so redstone dust, and the rest of this will all be repeaters. Now it will depend on your server what kind of delay you'll need, I've just got these set to max, which will always work. You can set them to shorter, just depending on what kind of lag you may have. And then down here, we've got our repeaters set on 1 tick, redstone dust behind, two pieces of redstone dust there. There we go. And then we need a button to activate it. So as you see there, these redstone torches go off, they come back on, and then these ones power, or unpower. Alright, so that is the bottle loading right there. So now let's build up the droppers for our ingredients. So an observer facing down there, redstone dust on top of it, and this is where we're going to use our glass. I'm just going to tower up here. So we want to get up high enough to be able to activate our droppers that are going to be up here towards the top. Alright, so then we are going to put all of our droppers facing down, which is not always the easiest thing to do. Sometimes what's the easiest thing to do is put a block above them. That way you can look farther down here. And then break the blocks on top. Because we're going to put our redstone dust up here. Alright. So there's that all done. And the last thing that we are going to do is set it up to where we can see when we are running low on bottles. Means I need to move that to there. Okay, and next to these redstone lines, we're going to have repeaters. That way they don't mess with our other redstone. Also need repeaters here so that we don't lock these hoppers at any point. And then a comparator output here. Alright, and that is everything. All we've got to do now is load up our droppers with whatever kind of ingredients we need. And then we need some kind of source to activate that. Now I just use an item frame, and you can put anything in there. So anytime you rotate this, you hear the click, and that is just the droppers sticking everything down. Now you do want some slabs here, and that is just so that when the droppers drop things, sometimes they will spit them all over the place. The slabs will prevent that, and they will put them straight down onto this. That way they don't have a chance to kind of veer off towards this other one. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of fly around here, making sure that you guys can have all of the angles. If you want to pause the video from each side. Alright, so as I'm looking here at the back side, for some reason everything's powered. Oh, there it is. Forgot a block right here. This just cuts off this redstone line from this one. So that block is very important there. Alright, so let's just go back and look at the back side. And our other side. And that is everything. The only thing you'll need to do is to start this. You can use any kind of redstone power. Just power that for a second. As soon as it's got enough bottles, it'll automatically turn off. Now it may take a couple times to try to do that, because as it cycles through, it will detect when any water bottle is in there, even if it's not the one that's going to stay in there. So now that there are water bottles in this one, it has automatically turned off. So anytime it doesn't have enough, or any, it will go again, and it will refill. And if you need more ingredients or less ingredients, you can change this dropper array. You can either expand or shorten this in any way you'd like. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like and subscribe. This has been Buggy Hoser, and goodbye.